Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the sign of Capricorn for the month of May 2021. So before I begin, and the information is starting already, so they're showing me a mushroom and then it turned into a lamp, and then there's a coconut that's opening and the coconut water is pouring out of the coconut. So we'll see what that means. But just briefly, the card on the left will represent the archangel that you'll be working with in this month, as well as highlighting what the major lesson, theme, or influence is in your life, or the perspective that where you're coming from. Also, the card on the right will represent the message from your guardian angel, and it will be a message from the Minor Arcana, which will highlight the day-to-day interactions that you might come across that reflect that lesson, or is how that lesson is playing out in your life at this time, and may provide insights as well as advice about how to work with that major lesson from the Major Arcana. Okay, so let's take a deep breath and tune in. Really tune into your heart space and feel or see a beautiful bright light burning and shining gold. And you notice that the wings of your angels are convening around the light of your soul, and their wings expand open and create a boundary of protection around your soul and your heart. And then I was seeing what looked like a sphinx to me. And I guess the sphinx is sort of like the energy is a guardian, right? A gatekeeper. And we normally have to be very wise, and it tests our intelligence, right? To see if we're worthy to pass through. And so that initial image of, the abundance, the mushroom that looked like a lamp, sort of indicates, one of the things is it makes sense for you as Capricorns because you just don't let anyone through, right? They've got to prove themselves to you. They've got to, they got to show that they're made of the same metal of, dedication and hard work and commitment and to excellence. And so the coconut sort of opening, there's that exterior shell before you can get into that very soft and precious core, right? So it's not something that you give up easily. So there is this sense of, for the first time I'm seeing like very clear boundaries here. One that doesn't get, there's safe, under lock and key almost, but definitely guarded, very guarded. And so this might mean for you that first of all, of course, you're safe, right? And so you might not always trust easily. And that might be something that you may need to work on. They're showing me sort of a goat or something sort of going up a hill, and that's, your symbol your determination, right? So they're writing out the word desperate. In a pinch, I feel, if you really needed something, would you be able to reach out? Would you really be able to reach out? Would your pride get in the way, or your inability to trust prevent you from getting the help that you need? I feel like they're asking you this question, Capricorn, because it's something you may really need to think about so that you can open up more opportunities to you at this time in particular. There's a lot of words they're writing way too fast. And I'm just thinking to myself, okay, which one do I even just go with? But and the word peace comes to mind. The word death I saw, which indicates a time for change, a time for healing, letting go, and for moving on. So this might be a time for you to examine some things and make some changes that you're comfortable with, but changes that will also be beneficial to you. So don't be afraid to do that. Okay? All right, let's take a look at the card from the Major Arcana and the Archangel that you'll be working with. All right, so this is Archangel Metatron. And, he's in charge of our ascension process. And this is a card, the Chariot, which just really shows, that energy of will and determination and conviction, right? And achieving goals. So it tells me right off the bat that you're on the right path for creating the success that you want. And so I get a feeling that you don't need to, as I'm saying the word, compensate. You don't need to do more to make sure that this happens. It's assured, that's what I feel very strongly, that you will get there, that you will achieve your goals. I feel like you need to be a little bit more flexible. I feel like you need to make sure that you're enjoying and that you're open to help, because that help is also a part of that purpose. And as a part of that, it's almost like it's you may say, oh, I can do it myself. But that's the lesson, I think, that you're here to learn. Yeah, you can do it by yourself. You can do a lot of things by yourself. You're capable. Everybody knows that you're qualified. But how about giving others an opportunity to shine in the way that you do naturally? It's easy for you. And what benefit might they receive from working with you, and what you might also learn and also receive from that interaction? So it's a compromise for you, Capricorn, most definitely. It may feel even threatening to you. And maybe you just think, oh, just slow me down. I could do this myself. It'll slow me down. But there is a gift when you are a natural leader. Then you have to really truly step up to the plate, I feel, more to be a good leader, and know when to delegate, and know when and being able to recognize other people's strengths and creating opportunities for them to succeed and to really shine, so that they can also gain that confidence that you have in such abundance. Okay, so I feel like that's the lesson here for you. Let's take a look and see what your guardian angel has to say. And I didn't even look at the card again. Okay, it's the Two of Air. All right, so this is something. card here is Haniel and the Moon card. So like on the side here, it tells you what other cards may correlate with this, and the Archangel as well. So that would be the Moon card. And this makes sense because this is, an important decision, sort of been at a crossroads, and feeling torn, where you feel like your logic, they just wrote, your logic is telling you, well, if I, again, I could do this myself. Like, why should I put myself through this? Okay. And it's also about compensation. They're writing that word about letting yourself receive gifts. By allowing others in, there are gifts that you receive. New approaches, new ideas, you learn things, your world expands. You can get so good and be so determined and be so single-minded that you just shut out the rest of the world of possibilities, and therefore impede your growth potential to its fullest, if that makes any sense. So with the Moon card, it's, paying attention to cycles, right? And maybe what cycle you're in. And instead of just the one that, or being on being afraid to get off of the trajectory, I can't speak now. I can't say it. Okay, that's terrible. But not being able to stay on target, and worried about, okay, I have my method, I always do everything this way, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. And sometimes you just need to let go of that and let other things come in to enliven what you do, to share that responsibility, and you can still be the leader of that goal and direction and that purpose. All right, so I send you lots of love and angel blessings. And if you're looking for an angel reading, I've been offering my half-hour reading for $77 for 1 full hour since the pandemic. So you can go to my webpage, theangelschool.com/services. There are no restrictions or limitations. And what you do is select the half-hour reading as is. Within 24 hours on the first business day, I will send you a confirmation email noting the special offer. It will provide for you my office hours, the starting date that I have availability. And it will also, tell you what I need, in terms of your availability. And so everything is there. Just follow that. Please be aware that the reason I do it this way is because I choose from the dates that you give me. With the angels, I meditate, and they show me the date from what you've given me. It's important that you do it, other than the other way around, because it's about the decision process. Things can always come up, and when you make choices, that sets the stage for the universe to make things align for you. So just keep that in mind, okay? This is a very sacred part of the process. So have a beautiful month of May, and may God bless you through everything that you will experience in this month.